Hi, my name is Brett Carter, and I'm going to be teaching you how to use and hone kitchen knives. So, kitchen knives, they're very common in home kitchens, and a lot of people don't know how to use them properly or hone them, which is a different way of sharpening them, keeping them fit for use. So, we're going to go over 3 different types, and hopefully by the end you'll learn something. Now, the first one, most common, is a chef's knife, also known as a cook's knife, German, and the blade is curved. That serves to be able to slice better. So, when you're slicing anything in the kitchen, you want to start with the tip, bring it back towards you, and push your knife forwards while also pushing downwards. The blade is sharp, but it doesn't have much force going down, so you want to be going forward in order to cut. Now, that's how you would cut. How to hold the knife is probably more important. You hold it at what's called the bolster. The bolster is in between the blade and the handle. This gives you a better center of gravity on the knife and allows you to handle it better. Gordon Ramsay tells you that you should have 3 fingers on whatever it is you're cutting, with the middle finger in front, your knuckle pressed up against the blade. This prevents your other fingers from getting cut during the process. The second most common kitchen knife is called the santoku, which Japanese translates to 3 virtues, which is dicing, slicing, and mincing. So, santoku, it's replaced a lot of chef's knives because it's cheaper and smaller, but it doesn't have that curved blade that you see on chef's knives, so you can't really use some of the techniques that you can use with a chef's knife. Slicing is cutting into long strips. It's one of the most common ways of cutting things in the kitchen. Dicing takes it another step, and you cut across from where you sliced it to make cube-like things. And mincing is the smallest form factor you can get without the ingredient losing its individual pieces. So mincing is more effective on a chef's knife because you have that curve. You can use something called knife rocking, which is going back and forth across it, cutting very fast so that you can easily mince. Now, honing is very important in the kitchen. Honing is different from sharpening in that it doesn't do as much, but it's still necessary for you to do. Professionals sharpen. You should probably get a professional to sharpen your knives about once every couple of years. However, honing should be done as often as possible, at minimum about every 2 weeks. The kitchen knife guru says that how you hone a blade is you put it perpendicular, cut it in half to 45 degrees, and cut it in half again to 22.5, which is a little bit more than 20, which is about where you want to be sharpening or honing. When you hone, you pull it towards you and down. Make sure to not let the knife touch the towel, otherwise it'll hit the tip. You don't want to round the tips off because you use the tips for different things in the kitchen. Typically you want to hone about 2 times or 3 on either side of the knife. The third common knife in the kitchen is called a paring knife. It's used for small things like shaving a carrot or peeling an onion. A lot of the times it's just a smaller form factor chef knife, and it's more precise. So I hope you learned a lot about these 3 different types of knives during this presentation. Thank you.
All right.
Any questions?
What are the holes in the santoku for?
So the holes on the santoku are used to provide sort of an airflow when you're cutting sticky things like meat. Meat tends to stick to your knife when you're cutting it. This allows it to have less friction so it doesn't stick to the knife as much when you're cutting large quantities of meat.
Would you recommend washing knives by hand or by the dishwasher?
I would recommend that you wash all of your knives by hand, but they can go through the dishwasher typically. In most cases, it's a good sign if the handle is hard. If the handle is a soft sort of rubber or plastic, it can sometimes melt in the high heat of the dishwasher, but otherwise the blades should be fine, as long as they're stainless steel. Regular steel should never be put through the dishwasher. Any other questions? No? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.